Hey folks, what time again once again to do CSS battles. These are from 2023, from the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th of September. Let's get to it. CSSBattle.dev, terrific website. I'm a Plus subscriber, so in so doing I can get access to these old ones, which are a lot of fun. All right, let's see, what do we got here? This is a weird one. I think I did this in a very, very convoluted way when I first did this. I kind of am curious to see what I can do with just a single one of these. So if I go to a margin of 0 and then do a border, and I'm just going to bother with one color right now. It's like 20 pixels, maybe it's 30 pixels, but let's start with 30 pixels, and then we'll do that color, and then just to be consistent, we'll put this in the background, and then we'll have a transparent, and then we'll slide that into place using margins. So what, 100, 0, something like that. How about 50, 60, 70, 75, so 75, 0, okay. Margin, it is 30. And then what if we do a border radius? So 0 is the top corner, 50 pixels, 0, 50 pixels, 50 pixels, and 0. Does that match? Oh, and then we got to change the width here. Okay, so too tall, right? Height is like 60, 90, okay, and then we'll make it a little wider. 2, 3, 4, 5, 150. Maybe it's 160, and let's make those border radii a little different. If that height is 9, is it 40? No, it's 90, 30, 90, and 60, so 75 maybe? 75. 8, 85 maybe? 84. I might have the width wrong there. 85. It's in the close range. How about a little wider? 165. How about 150? 55. 155. So that's what that looks like. So that's a pretty good match for part of it. So can we use border color to alter that in a way that's useful to us? And clearly we don't need this end. So let's actually do the border width first. Border width. 30 pixels, 0. See, so that's no good. 30 pixels and 0. Okay, that's not too bad. That means we need to make it wider by another 30. And then what if we use border color? Border color. What do we get out of that if we do? I'm doing the wrong colors here. Border green, red, green, yellow, orange. So we don't get an orange because why would we need that? And that doesn't really solve our problem very well. It's sure interesting though. So if we had a second one that was overlapping, is there any win there? Well, let's put real colors into place. We'll do this. Flunk. It doesn't quite work, but that kind of shows you what happens when you do bordered colors and have a border radius. So that's where that where those colors go. We haven't used a single gradient. It's all on borders, so, but kind of on the interesting side, I would say. It makes me think that the right solution might involve a little hackery on. So let's do border solid here. We're going to leave the border radius alone. And actually, does that need to be like 85? I don't know what the right number is there, but I'm not going to sweat it. All right, so let's get rid of that. So that's our first one. And then what happens? So we can't use a box shadow to fake it. Can we use a mask to alter the color? Probably not easily. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do a box shadow. It's not going to be transparent is the problem. Box shadow. 10 pixels solid. No. Let's do 0, 30 pixels. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. The shadow is filled in, and that's no good. We just can't do that. We only need the top part. So we need a second one that's a different color, right? So we're going to do var of C or a default. So for the second one, P is P. I do C of that color. Okay. So should this be position fixed is the question. And if I do that, will it be in the right place? Position colon fixed. Almost. That is almost right. I think in this case if I do that, then I don't care. Well, I guess I want to zero the margins out. So let's do a position fixed on all the elements. So we're going to need 4 of these, huh? And rather than using adjacency, we'll do a B. Actually, A for alt. So we now have 4 of them, but they are all in precisely the same place. So that means if I do margins, (6, 61, 59, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. What's going on there? I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, what's going on there? I feel like I want to clobber that so that I get a good read on where I'm at. 2, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. How come that looks wrong? That's worrisome on the top there. Something wrong with position fixed? What if we do a margin 0 on this? I don't know what is going on there. 60, 70, 80. 85? This is not right. No, this is getting worse. 75, 74, 5, 74.5, 75, 75.5. Well, that's weird. How come I wasn't seeing a need for a 75.5 before? I don't understand that. I'm not going to sweat it, but I don't like it. Let's just say that. Okay. Let's flip these other guys. So these are the ones that go to the other side, and I'm going to do an O. And rather than use transforms, I'm going to use transforms. So our border radius is 0, 85, 85. Yeah, no, we're going to do a transform scale x minus 1. And there they are. And then I'm going to do translate of, and actually I only need to translate x of whatever the width is, right? Is that what, 100%? No, that's not going to work. Translate x of 185 pixels. Or can I not do a translate x? Translate x becomes 0. Oh, or is that not working? Alright, something's going wrong here. Scale. Something's gone wrong. I don't know what. Because it's position fixed, can I not transform it? There's the back. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay, so I got the math wrong. There it is. It should be minus 185. And why? Because I did this scale. So if I do that first, that explains that perfectly. So if I do a translate x now, slightly fewer characters, and if I do a scale x, then that works again. Okay. All right. It's kind of there, and it's kind of not. So, now I need to so at the moment okay, so I need to be very cautious about where I put these. So these need to be on top, right? So the default actually should be this color, shouldn't it? And then the second, so the ones with O are over here on the right. And then the ones, so I need to clip whatever's the one on top. Whoops. So we want to do topmost. So that's on top. So let's add a let's just do the topmost. We'll do a clip. Let's see what happens if we add a C for clip. Clip path, and it's a polygon of 0, actually it's a rect, isn't it? Rect of 0, 0, comma, 100%, 50%. Oh, I'm not confident about that. I am not confident about that. Let's try the polygon. Oh, and then let's put a color on it just because I'm going to see which one we're doing with. There it is. So that clip path is wrong. That's not right, is it? No. I'm going to do my favorite, we'll do polygon. But I don't remember the syntax for a rectangular clip path. I think it's 2 points. Is it 4 points? No. And is it width? No, because you get the coordinates. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, so 100%, 0, 100%, 50%, and then 0, 100%. And that clip path is not applying. What am I doing wrong? Oh, because I'm missing a unit there. Okay, so that's so terrible. This should be 50. Okay. So now I'm going to set the color of this guy. --C is this color. And that's the principle of the thing that I'm trying to do. All right, so that clip path needs to be at 0, 50%, 100%, 50%, and then these bottom Y's are that. So that, okay, so that's the first part. That's great. Actually, I'm content with that. Now I think what that means is that when I do the next one, it's actually going to be lower, and so it needs to be moved here. So I'm going to add, what do I need here? Already doing a lot of stuff with scaling. Makes me want to simplify this a little bit. Border radius of this or this. Yeah, and then I'm going to change. So for the ones with the O, R is 0, 85 pixels, 0, 0, 85 pixels. And then I don't need to do the scale X, which was already confusing. But then I definitely need to do the border widths as well, don't I? Yeah, I do. Now I'm less excited about that. So that's going to be 30 pixels, 30 pixels, 30 pixels, 0, 30 pixels, 30 pixels. There it is. So then I can just do a left, huh? Much simpler. 2. That's wrong. 2. So what? 180. Oh, it's the 185 number. Yeah. So that's simpler than the transforms. Okay. So put the color on this one. No? Oh, no, that's not where we want it, because we need both of them. And then if I add a clip to this one, what do I get? You get nothing. How about on the second? I think it's the second one. So that's the right in principle. What if we put it here? C. We get nothing because it's over the top of it. So this is the one that we want. And then would we flip that one vertically? So if I add a Y attribute, and I go Y, form scale Y -1. Ah, so the ordering is wrong. But that means if I put this last, then I get it. There are probably better ways to do this. I like this. I like this, but it feels like a lot of steps. There is probably an elegant, small solution to this particular problem. But I think I'm content with this. For I know it doesn't sound like I really am, but I kind of am. You know, replace and minify and submit. Oh, I haven't submitted, have I? No. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving parts, and that's a 99%, not 100% match. So, which I'm not seeing the problem. So that's a disappointment there, huh? Ugh. Something about that position fixed I really don't trust, even though I put myself there. All right, this has me wanting to go back and look at old solutions. Ooh, look at that. That is a lot of business. It's very similar. It's actually very similar in a lot of ways. Okay, so let's reload this guy. Is the problem these 85s? That would be super dumb if that was the case. But maybe that's the problem. And I just can't see it. It's very hard to see any diff there. If this gets 100%, I will be shocked and happy. No. Ugh. I'm having that feeling again if I don't want to post this. Alright. Let's replace all the divs with P's. That's a little terser, so we're going back and editing our own code. I'm fascinated by whatever is going on here. It is 4 elements. And let's say each one builds on the last. That's 100% match, and that's a better score. I don't like this at all. I don't need the body on that. No, there's the border radius. The widths don't need that. 50 view height is just 150. Do I need the border box? I'm gonna. It's just terrible, right? Like, okay, let's remove the box sizing, and that means we need to change the sizing of these elements. So that means we're going to remove from the width. We're going to remove 30, 85, and then from the height we're going to remove 30 as well. Actually, we're going to remove 60, 90. Look at that. That is not looking right. Let's resubmit. Have we ruined it already? No, that's 100% match. So, all right. So we just keep working with prior me and getting. So I'm undoing transforms that got done prior. All right. So I'm not totally happy with this. It keeps telling me I'm getting better scores, and I mistrust it each time. Border style solid, border color, so I can. That also can be. So border. Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it be. I look at all this. Look at that diff. Like, that doesn't look right to me. It makes me think that the solutions that I was submitting should be much better, but I don't understand it. So I may revisit this one. What is this? September 11th, 2023. I may revisit that one. For now, content. All right, let's do something a little simpler. This guy sure seems like. We'll do the hard part first, which is conic gradient. Which is that yellow. %, and then transparent. And then we've got blue in the background. And then if we move, actually, let's just do it. Okay. And that's like at 380 pixels, and at 280 pixels. And then if we move that, and I guess it's got to not repeat, huh? And then if we put blue in the background, then we can see it. All right, so -2, -1.5, -1.3. All right, that's sort of goofy, but also kind of fun. And then we do our radial gradient, and we're there. Radial gradient, circle that color, 20%, and then the yellow. We need to make that bigger. And we're done somehow. This is kind of goofy. Those are big numbers and weird numbers. Let's replace and minify and see how it looks. I mean, that is correct. It certainly matches. Is that a better score than I've gotten in the past? Maybe. No elements other than the body. It's not my best score. I can see that because I'm not getting the confetti. My best solution is 705 score, 705.33. Is there another way to do this? So on the body, so here's the, oh, I got margin I can remove. I don't need that margin. Anything else I can remove? Let's resubmit. Maybe it's a counting error because I left some code in. All right, so that's a new high score. All right, so this is the best way, or the best way that I can do. You might be able to do better, and that's completely great. All right, next. Oh, okay. This is kind of a fun one. I feel like this is definitely in the category of do this with flex. So what's that look like? Display. Let's do the first. We'll just do the first block and get it into place using margins. Easy, 100, 90, and then that width. Width is 100. And if I add a radial gradient, background is a radial gradient rather, or actually no, border radius is what I'm thinking of. I think border radius of 50%. That gets you the circle. And we want to display flex. And we'll flex wrap. And our margins just applied, so we need to zero the margins out. And then when we add 3 more, 1, 2, 3, we gotta have the wrap, have a value of wrap, and then we got it. All right. Okay. And I guess we need a gap, huh? Yeah, a gap of 10 pixels or something. Maybe 20. There it is. So, then we need to punch out. Or do we? Okay. So this background, to me, is a conic gradient, very clearly. Conic. And we're going to say it's transparent. Uh, 25%. And then a color, 0. Now you'll notice they at present are not all pointed in the correct direction. So they need a from. And I'm going to do a calc of var -n times 90 degrees. With a default of 0. And that's what you get with that. So, what numbers do I need? I need a 1, a 2, and a 3. So, M will say N is 1, N will say N is 2 to get 180 degrees, and O we'll say is 3. Then all we got to do, well, all we got to do, is that M? Yeah, it's M. And this is N? Yeah, that's N. And then O. O. Nope, wrong one. It's the last one. O. Let's submit. Is that 100%? That's how I see it. Yes, we could also do a repeating gradient, repeating radial gradient, and then constrain it with a border, and then have a conic gradient with this at an upper square. Or we could do it this weird way, which is also, to me, enjoyable. All right, cool. I like that one. That's a nice finisher to the painful interleaving loops there. And I like that one too. This is good. These are good ones. I enjoy these a lot. There's a reason that I enjoy this. And as I'd say it, there's other ways to do this, right? Like you could variableize that particular background. You could, yeah, so many choices. It's a lot of fun. All right, that's it. That's good. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.